UMAR Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global, with pound for pound great Andre Ward. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Just doing a little work. What's going on?
Well, everyone's talking about you, Andre.
Yeah? What they saying?
Specifically, Tunde Ajayi and Anthony Yard, or Tunde more so. Have you seen the comments?
Yeah, I saw it.
Any response?
No comment, man.
Anyways, what sort of chance do you give Yard against Kovalev?
Just like I said before, he's going to have to go through fire. They can say what they want to say about Kovalev. You know, he doesn't have the aura that he had, 2-3 years ago. But he showed in his last fight against Alvarez, he's got a lot left in the tank, and he showed another dimension. So it's not going to be an easy fight. I don't see. The fight is in Russia too, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be in Russia.
Yeah. So Yard is going to have to go through fire if he wants to win that fight. It's not going to be some type of blowout or something like that. Kovalev is a really good boxer, and he can fight, and he's technically sound. And the knockout loss to Alvarez and Marcel, like that could be misleading. You got to really look at that tape and then watch it again and then watch it again to make sure you see what you think you're seeing, because Kovalev, he's not who he was, but he's still got a lot left.
Moving on, it's a massive fight week here, Madison Square Garden. Give me your take on Crawford v. Khan.
Amir finds himself in a familiar position where he's not just trying to, win a belt. He's not just trying to, make money. He's trying to prove to the world once again that he still belongs at this level. He's still trying to prove to himself, after all the years of fighting, that he still belongs at this level. And he's been in this peculiar position for many, many times. And a lot of it has to do with this past and the losses he's taken, and even some of the things that happened in the wins that he has. So, Terrence Crawford, I don't know how much better he can get, but right now if he's not at his peak, he's pretty close. And he's going to be a very difficult man to beat physically, but then also I feel like his greatest asset is mentally. He knows that he just doesn't want to win. He can't afford to lose. He's fighting for respect. He's not just fighting for belts. He's not just fighting for money. His motivation is respect. And he's taking all the being marginalized, all the disrespect, all the stuff that he talks about openly. He's bringing all that into the ring with him. It's going to be a very, very tough man to beat. But this is boxing. It's unscripted. That's why we watch the fight. That's why we tune into the pay-per-view. That's why we buy the fight ticket, because you just don't know. So on paper, obviously Crawford, he's got the momentum. But we'll see what Amir Khan shows up.
It's great that Amir's back with Virgil Huntner. What's Virgil been saying?
I haven't been in camp, man. I've stayed away intentionally. I'm friends with Khan. I'm friends with Crawford. And I'm also a broadcaster for ESPN, and I'm calling this fight. So I stayed away. I let those guys have their camp, so I really don't know anything about what's going on in either guy's camp.
Fair enough. Just the last one, Andre, please. Breaking news yesterday, Big Baby Miller failed a Vada test. Your reaction?
It's unfortunate, man. I don't like speaking on them situations until they play out. So I know he's got to get his beat sample taken. He's saying that he didn't take anything intentionally. I know there's a lot of fighters that are kind of lashing out and they're angry, and I get that, man. We're risking our lives. We say that all the time, but it's actually true. And then if you have a guy who is enhanced by something, you got a righteous indignation about that. Like, come on, man. Like, you gonna do that? I can't say that about Big Baby right now. I gotta let it play out, and I gotta see all the facts before I speak about it.
All right, Andre, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Can I get a chess game in?